Let me handle this.
Deixa eu aumentar a música aqui.
Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Filha da puta. Vou matar ela.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What are we going to do to you? The Union isn't going to do anything to you.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress. Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspect.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful practice.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Look, a comedian. Do your job.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no. Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor.
Hey. Psst. Psst. Hey, yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too? So, what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from 1,000 years of sleep. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political belief. Funky style, very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism failure? It's about failure. Yes, Abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished. Beaten. Curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you alone. Against every living thing. Against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. You against the atom, the charm and the spin. We're the now get to work, comrade. Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Cara, como que eu desbloqueio? Vou construir o comunismo aqui então.
This is where you say your bed.
Detective.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire.
Oh, this is about...
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that...
I can't for the life of me understand.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
He understood what you were doing, taking inventory of...
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's...
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good pic of the actors here. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene. Compare it to these guys.
The pretty boy. You guys real
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
container belt like we use in the harbor? Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out. We did this together. All of us. Until he was dead.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest A. Hardy. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
Who do you fucking think does?
It wasn't a question, dickwad.
This asshole is worse than...
I think you got your answer.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorseful?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the coalition. During the suzerain's reign,
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
the River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates. The origin of the name is unknown.
Oh, so you are just a simple, well-meaning man, eh? Ever been in solitary?
So is hanging a man, slowly, without breaking his neck.
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night.
Lizzie.
Seemed like a good way to end the week.
Lizzie.
Known him? We don't associate with scum.
Yeah!
Quiet.
By the Pines cow, you mean the representative for Wild Pines? The shipping...
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to Why don't you ask her about the pretty...
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town. And he stepped out alive.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over it.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm R&E's goddamn special force.
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some R&E's paratrooper song, and...
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of...
Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Wrong. He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
From rape to harassment to... He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was...
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl. Young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
There's something odd. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real.
Didn't they teach you anything at the...
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
Titus,
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch.
Elaine.
Definitely
Yes.
not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid, too. Always fidgety, yes, but No change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
Interessante.
A single sentence would wear him out. He can't take the length of the questioning. Keep it going long enough, and he'll crack.
No.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking...
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
And fuck you too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with...
This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Like what, Copper?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
Coisa não se encaixa.
Done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Read in the footprints in the...
Again.
Good one, Titus.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't...
It's almost an anthropological site.
Not in the arresting...
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away while the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve. There's a knife in there. Some of the other...
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one. About fucking time.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. Oh, there's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. Nothing. Just...
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you...
Deixa eu salvar.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Fevers, did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is You're probably right. The others are only there for filler. To make the gun thing pop.
Why?
This is not what he thinks it is. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either. Yes, you. Stop.
What in the fuck? Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going.
And what? He does not like that phrasing. Neither do I.
Please, be careful. It's loaded.
Good. Now put it in your mouth.
Coloca na sua boca.
What are you doing?
Genuine panic.
Fellas, you getting any of this?
Wheels up.
Inside the...
Yeah.
You won't, man. His fucking balls ain't big enough.
Deranged cop kills himself. Citizens in shock as a deranged law official.
Eu sou gênio, viado. Aqui o pai é gênio, viado. Ai, mano. Ai, ai. É foda, depois eu provo minha autoridade pra esse filho da puta. O que eu tenho que fazer agora? Ah, vou investigar o corpo. Depois eu vou pro sindicato.
The rotting man lies on his... The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Deixa eu ver um bagulho aqui. Titus. Aqui é o Titus. Eu matei.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100.
What you do know is...
I hope we do. It's getting really late for an autopsy.
The rotting man. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep...
I thought we decided to leave it to processing.
Damn it. This is turning... Okay. So you can sneak...
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Come back late.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this in...
Damn it. Okay. So...
Isso mesmo.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right. 1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. Just like Titus was wearing in his booth. This is the big dick. Titus Hardy. The one with the ball cap on his head. Is it? They didn't even bother to... 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. 3. Hobnailed work 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. Theo, the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny fleck of cigarette ash inside the print. 5. Another standard work boot, reinforced toes, number 44. Same as before. 6. Light as air. Same make of boot, but number 41. Better late than never, detective. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Fat Angus, carrying 8. Another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole.
7 sets of tracks, right? The Hardy Boys were here. That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary?
Note to self. This would be a good question to ask Titus. Where's the 8th man?
A week, maybe?
It is not
I pulled last week.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion...
Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy Boy. Wonder who he is. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor? Or maybe a drummer? No, it's not. Forget. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. 200. This could be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up. Let's say a heavily built...
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between 2 men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. I'm guessing that's the skinny Hardy Boy, the one with his front teeth missing. Yes, well, he did look a bit like a rat, you're right. Do you think those prints belong to him? I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not. What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying... Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here.
So far, so good. Only one thing missing.
Of course, there were 8 tracks, but there are only 7 Hardy Boys.
There's 1 pair missing from the Union box, the 8th pair. I'm going to say it was our Old Soul. Yes, I doubt the Hardys are going to tell us who.
Deixa eu falar com ele.
okay? Fucking right, pig. Kuno's filling bathtubs with that shit. Kuno's a kingpin. Fuck no, pig.
Lying the act. He's actually telling the truth. Or at least what's going on. Like you don't have enough on your plate. You feel a sudden surge of self-pity coming on.
Fuck no. Kuno, ease off, see?
He'd rather die than work with the justice system.
Kuno doesn't...
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Stay away from... I'll die before I squeal.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy. Or what? You want to be...
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do talking.
It has to be good, if he won't let you pursue it. Looks like the lieutenant...
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like...
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And you're not cops here. Don't...
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
An inconspicuous pile. It's nothing. Glad you asked. When junior researcher, because it's nice rhythmic pattern.
Agora. Fazer dinheiro.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them...
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Her attention is drawn to the tear machine stand.
Oh, that's the tear machine.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal spray. Their logo is the
just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. I don't know. Let's see. I don't really know what hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising. Saint Baptiste. You know, Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
I don't know. Frit? A 7 to 11 grocery store. I think they think that the extra tea makes it funkier. It doesn't.
The story goes that normal fritta.
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish. Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model. Or a singer-songwriter.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to a warehouse. I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
She looks up from
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay? I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really.
Você não sabe de porra nenhuma também, né, filha da puta?
No need to worry.
Okay. Uh-huh.
A colorful display of cigarettes. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's there, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the Great." As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations. Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted. Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word. Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here.
The king stands high above you, surveying them even by the standards of the Philippian kings. Old sumptuous Philip, well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line, and stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored he called it the Sol Auron. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction. You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry, he was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Cocaine. His Majesty's caught it beneath the cold waters of the original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of. People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do those critics. Might have it wrong though. There's more to it than just Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze, not that he ever did in life. A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie. The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. Photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave. Why? I just told...
Gostei que você falou assim.
Yes?
Several maps have been... The maps look old and faded. Your eye can...
Always good to be informed.
The worn map features the patchwork. Your finger moves through the various streets, finally coming to a halt on the spot.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal.
Agora sim, agora tem um mapa, caralho.
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just the...
She doesn't really want to be disturbed. If she's such a working-class woman, why isn't she?
This was a tremendously useful int.
E é pra lá. Aqui eu vou colocar a latinha. O cara tem a grana, né? Calma aí, R$20 pelo meu de
This coin-operated viewer.
Deixa eu pegar aqui.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossil. The metal feels cold and wet under you.
Probably some kids.
A simple but clever, a thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word, that's Kuno, on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys. You know this to be the star of Pericarnassus. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach. This coin of why place a tourist attraction in the...
There was a revitalization project in... They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. We should have done something about...
This coin of your money the curtains on the display. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is... It looks as if it was a...
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building. You have so many walls. A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Joyce.
Good morning, officers. I'm Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. Phaeton, my maiden name. Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's...
Relax. She meant it in jest.
I'm glad to see you here.
Like steel. There is strength there. If she...
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the...
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full... Why, yes I am. The boat? No. It is called... It's a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer. It also happens to be my sloop. I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, babe.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? I mean, we are on...
Technically, the neighboring Ozone and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelagos, while La Caillou...
I haven't seen anyone else drive a...
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol, and it's for crossing long...
Neither is this.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because... Why what? Stop thinking. Take her down. Have it your way.
Good. What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak...
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo tribes remain.
Why, thank you.
She nods.
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago. After that...
Wait. She just admitted that the lynching and...
Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Yes, I believe there is a connection. But that's a subject for... What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent or... Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd...
And when did you...
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Miss...
This isn't the first time the union has gone...
Heavens, no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical...
Ludicrous, even. It's meant.
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker a member of the board. It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines Group makes a decision, about what? About anything really, it needs the signature of E. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group. They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption... I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it would...
This checks out.
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Yes. Keep in mind, this is the scabs. You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
Don't let her answer it herself.
If these strikebreakers were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not yet, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interest. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he...
If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
Oh, heavens, no. We get along just fine. Yet, now that you mention it, I can't stop imagining that black treacle He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his... Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter election.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has... And your opinion, detective, if I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the... Indeed. And a hungry one. Sadly, Wild Pines have I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore.
This forewoman, her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence, Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the Union's files. Downright haunting, if you ask me. But the point of the presentation is, these kinds of things...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am.
Of course. How quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask...
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid...
How curious. Why is that, detective? I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please. Oh, dear. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by fake.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Of course, but the situation is extremely volatile. The sooner we can speak about this lynching business, the better for all of us. That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynch. Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a better not tie the fourth. Of course.
Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way. That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer. Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. You didn't log that in as a donation either. Sure. And are you rich? That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? That's right. 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered, sticky fingers in. Our tax is almost non-existent in the Gotham estate. That is Revachol. Every time you wipe your ass, they got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. 98% of all your money. What are you, a racist? Don't be a racist. This guy's appropriating the emerging Boogie Street lingo as part of his sales pitch for the free market economy. Yeah, ain't it cool, Ryder? A sturdy metal door. The door rattles. The door rattles.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Doesn't matter who I am.
From within comes the faint.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't. No. I go check the backyard door.
Backyard door.
Madame,
There is no reply. A sturdy metal door. The door rattled.
Stop banging on the. No. Go check.
Backyard door.
Não consigo aqui. Onde eu tô? Aqui é o CAS. Aqui é o trabalho. Barrados pescador.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito, bullet holes, and an ask. The box seems eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow. The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jing. You're 100% sure you got special hobo cop money for that tear.
Porra, isso aqui é foda, velho. Só isso. Fudido, então.
Buddy betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger, because you are not a threat to me. What is this androgynous display of...
You hear your heart pumping, fast and irregular. Your joints ache and you feel old.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself. This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a strong...
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. You gave the world. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now you ascend to the genetic summit. You will be superseded.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave this. Bring your troops to the Simenon Island. The walls will be lined.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Meshached's race theory. He would take you as one of his own. Well, not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so...
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more
The hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And that now leave me be. I must luxure. Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of... Find out for yourself.
Interesting.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that. Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital, which is also to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism, idiotic communism is the single above all. Rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me when. Of course it does. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of. We are the future. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Elysium are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young. No. I have heard about it on the radio. I'm from Couronne. And no, you have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come. Racists are generally not very good
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell. He must think redheads are immigrants.
I am not like them. I am chronic.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
That atavistic stigmatum makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Babe, thanks. But I got this.
He does not so much as glance at the...
Stop showing me your pathetic...
He had nothing to do with it.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good.
That will be the...
There always is.
Race is reality.
The man looks...
You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you.
We still need to...
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in it.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate.
Your fist cracked.
The words to the song have changed.
Your hand twitched.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further. Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Porra, vai tomar. Vamos lá, família. Eu tô tentando nocautear o racista.
Your race descent has only worsened.
De novo, caralho.
You have really let yourself
Caralho, viado, é muito pouca chance, mano. Tentar mais umas 3 vezes.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight. The man is reeling. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man.
Execute um chute giratório voador 360. Arrebente ele com um gancho de direita. Ó o chute voador. Pá! Tá, porra, viado. É isso aí, caralho.
With a dull thump, like a broken down palace, you slam.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go.
Deixa eu lutear ele.
The man, it'll take a...
knocked him out good. Like the Flying Desperado. It's that really cool Flying Desperado spin kick you did, Boyadero. So, what's on your mind this?
Went native on the chief, huh? Let's talk about our right to work.
Já voltou, caralho.
Right to work! Right to work! Sure. Honest man.
I have a question. You think they follow?
When a bunch of beats me.
This is fine. You've been talking to him for quite a while.
What's it to you? Big man.
Every once in a while, it's like you can...
We're all workers, right? Worked at territorial. Uh-huh.
Eu apertei o botão, cadê o...
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Just like that. The man... All you hear... The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up. As he's...
Looks like you're...
No one.
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just... Let's talk about our right to work.
Knocked him out good. It's that really cool flying this. So, what's on your mind this time?
Não entendi, legal, cara. Vou abrir aqui. Agora é o que? Falta o quê? Tá aberto o portão. Tá. Ah, aqui tá aberto.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is look. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next. On second,
it's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
the drawer opens, hundreds of documents containing and the same materials. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics. It appears to be a to-do list. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union.
The special Porsche. Remember, Leo, all items on the drawer. Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak.
Yes, it was probably you. It does bear the RCM insignia after the service cloak issued to...
As your fingers touch... the front of this quarterly journal, because white antlers are a shameful way to treat a former king. Even one, because Vriesel was incompetent. To your disappointment, after rifling the pages with your thumb, the magazine is divided, comrade, but only 4. So please, if you value our...
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of...
You flip back to the front of the magazine. This you all... Whoa, whoa, whoa. It seems, according to this extremely credulous account, of course not, this is the SRV we're talking about. That's very much the idea. President...
The Samaran People's Republic? No, I should expect not. Why do you ask? You know, in any event, no, I haven't.
You flip back to the front of the mag. It takes a moment. Why? As you leave the tip-top tournée, this so-called, you think so, all of it. Oddly, there's no, have you ever, and that at the, that's because.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind? If I...
You flip back to the, unsurprised, you skip. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent. The writer, it's true, you flip back to the...
É isso aí, família. Foi o vídeo de hoje.